Hello everyone, this is Satya Prakash. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll describe Angular navbar application using Bootstrap for routing the components. So here few points I have mentioned in this video, that is how to add and configure about and contact components in Angular application, work on navbar for routing the components, manage the routers declared in app-routing.model.ts file, what is router link attribute and router-outlet selector. So first we shall generate the about and contact components to make the application look better. So I'll go to my Visual Studio Code first, and here I have generated the about component, and for that I have added this command, that is nggc pages /about, and this command will execute and it will create some files for this component. And the same way we'll generate this contact component, and for this code is nggc pages-contact. Using this command, this command will generate the contact component with these required files. So you can see under pages folder the about component is generated with these required files, and contact component is generated with these required files here. Now what I'll do here, I'll declare the about component in app.component.html file. So here I'll go to the app.component.html file, and here what I'll do, I'll declare the about component. So what I'll do here, I just go here and I'll remove this part and remove this part also, and where this selector I have got in, go to about.component.ts file, and here you can see that the selector is app-about. So I declare the component using this selector and save these changes. And after then what I'll do here, go to about.component.html file, and I have added some content for this about component.html file, and div tag here and container pages text-justify and pb-5, and this is the content. And I have added the h1 tag with bootstrap class mb-4, and the text is about me, and this content inside div tag I have mentioned. So this is the content here, and I save these changes. And after then what I'll do, I'll execute one command here, ngserve -source map equal to false. So also you can execute ngserve -open here, and it will save this compiled successfully. And if you'll go here and execute this, refresh this URL, you will see this about me content here. Okay, now what I'll do here, I'll declare the contact component like about component in app.component.html file. So here I'll go to my contact app.component.html file, and here I will mention my selector, that is for contact component, and here I'll just remove okay, let it be, and it is been in active mode, that is app-contact. So where I'll get the selector name, if you'll go to contact.component.ts file, you'll see here the selector is app-contact. So I close this one, I'll close this one also, and I have declared the contact component in app.component.html file using the selector app-contact, and I save these changes. And after then you can see that it compiled successfully, and I'll go to my browser, and it will reflect this content here. You can see here, contact me and please mail me the mention mail ID. So this content also you can available here in contact.component.html file. So here also I added one div tag and the bootstrap class container pages text-justify pb-5, and h1 tag and bootstrap class mb-4, and the text is contact me, and inside div content is I mentioned please mail me on below mentioned mail ID. And I want to change this mail ID also here, that Satya mail ID, I just remove this hyphen Okay, now I'll remove this colon and put comma here, and I save these changes. And you can see here it is compiled, it will start building and compile our application, and it is compiled successfully. Now I'll go to my browser and I refresh these changes, and you can see that please mail me on below mentioned mail ID, and you can see that satya2home@gmail.com. and again I'll revert these changes what it will be, and I mentioned here this colon here, and I below mentioned I just remove this hyphen here, and I'll just save these changes, and it will start building and compile our application automatically. And after then I will refresh this URL and check the output, and I'll refresh this URL localhost, and you can see that please mail me on the below mentioned mail ID, that is satya2home@gmail.com. okay, now this is all about we have generated and configured our add and about and contact component and its contents inside it. And now let's work on navbar for routing the components. So using the home, about and contact components, so for this we should add some code in app-routing.module.ts file, which contains all the information about routing. So we shall add 3 routers to declare here. Now what I'll do here, I'll go to this app-routing.module.ts file. So before that I just close this existing tab here, and I'll open this app-routing.module.ts file, and here you can see we have added some code in app-routing.module.ts file. So this file will be generated during creation of your Angular application, and there is one option, do you want Angular routing? If you put yes, then this file will be generated, otherwise it will not. So here you can see that we'll see these 3 components with their respective path have been added for routing this routing the purpose, and I have added these 3 lines of code for routing for different components. And also we should explicitly declare the paths of each component, and after then we have add this path with component name under routes section, whatever you need, that is for home and for about component and for contact component. So this much changes I have done. So these 3 lines of code, for that is we have declared the path of each component explicitly, and after then we have added these 3 lines of code under routes section using path and each component, that is home, about and contact. Now our next step is we will add the router-outlet selector in app.component.html, which will manage all the routers declared in app-routing.module.ts file. Now we'll add one selector. For this I'll copy this code what I have prefer for that, and I just close this, and I'll go to here app.component.html file, and I'll mention this code and save these changes. Here you can see I have mentioned one deep bootstrap class here, main view, and how to add the main view CSS in our SCSS and CSS file, that is style.scss and app.component.scss. Here I have added, that is main view bootstrap class. So this class I have declared and I call here. After then I have added here app-navbar, this attribute, and a router-outlet attribute, and after then I close this div tag and I declare this footer component here. After then I save these changes, and next step is that we'll add the code in navbar.component.html file for mapping the some button names buttons, which are nothing but the component names. It will available in buttons to route using router link attribute here. So if you'll go to here, we'll collapse this, and if you'll go to template and navbar component and navbar component.html file, and here I'll add this code here, and in this code I'll describe what is describes. So I'll just remove this existing part and I paste this one. So you can see that I have added nav tag here, and the bootstrap class navbar light, and I have mentioned one background color here. And in div tag I have mentioned the bootstrap class container -fluid, and span tag I have mentioned that navbar brand mb-0, h1 tag and text is text light. And using this router link I have given one default here for profile, because it is my default profile. If you click here profile, it will come to the profile page, and the other two buttons like home and about components, I have mentioned here the one span tag here and mx auto. It will align our buttons in a systematic manner. So for about component I am added one button class button info, and mx2 router link is go to this component, that is about component, and here I mention that is if you'll go here app.component.html file, it will go to app-routing.module.ts file. Here you can see that router link, it will map to this path. So if you'll go here, you can check this router link. I mentioned /about, and the button name is about, and here the another button I have added for contact component, and class is button info, and the router link it map to the contact path, which one I have mentioned here, that is in route section path is contact, and this contact path is mapped to contact component. Now in this way the second button is for contact and it's mapped to the contact component, and after then I have closed this button. So I'll tell you again, for profile link I have mentioned this span tag, and you can see the profile, and if you click here it will map to our default path here, that is home component. If there is no path here, that is default component, that's why there is no path here mentioned. So if you click here, it will go to this home component that is available on pages home.component. And for other two components like button about and contact component, I have added two button, one is for about, another is for contact, and router link attribute I have added here, that is go to the routes, it is for routes purpose, that is for about is mentioned here routes, that is about path, and for contact I have mentioned the router link with the path is contact name here. So this is all about navbar.component.html file. We have added the code here for mapping the buttons. So button names here nothing but the component names to the routes using router link attribute, that is about component, about contact component, and here another one is for home component is the default component I mentioned here only slash. So after then the next step is to add a pointer cursor on mouse hover add the style to navbar.component.scss file. So before that I'll check this output what I have done in our navbar.component.html file, and here this Angular application is compiled successfully. So if you'll go here and refresh, okay, if you see here my is a complete application which generated the home is here, and the about and contact component, and here it is the footer section, and it is the image. And now if you'll go click here about, so you can see here the URL changed to /about, and if you'll go click here contact, so it will be changed to /contact and its content. Now if you click here profile or home page, so there is no path here mentioned because it is default mentioned here in my app-routing.module.ts file. If you click on home component, that is my profile, so there is no path name is mentioned, so that it will give us the only default null slash here. And you can see navbar.component.html file span tag is used for router link, that is only slash here, nothing is mentioned here, no path here. By default it taking as home component. For that, the home component name we have mentioned here profile. So again I'll tell you about, if you click here about, it will go to this about me, that is the about component. If you click here contact button, it will go to this contact component here. And if you click here profile, it is a default home component, so that the URL is not generated with any path here, and it will come to our home component like our name, and it is the image. And for each component, this footer section is common to every component. So if you go to click here about, footer component is available. If you click here contact, footer component is available as expected. Okay, now you can see we need to add some bootstrap class here to add a pointer cursor on mouse hover and add the style to our component navbar.component.scss file. So I have prepared this code, and I'll just copy this code here, and I'll go here and navbar.component.scss file, and I paste here, and I save these changes. So this is for a pointer cursor on mouse hover. If you put a cursor on our component button, so it will be a better looking of our application. That's why I made this navbar brand class here. So cursor is pointer, outline none, font weight is 700, and font style I have mentioned here as italic. So you can see that our Angular application is compiled successfully. So if you go here, you can see that the profile section is in italic form. So this class we have called in our navbar.component.html file. So I'll show you. You can see here for profile option, that is I mentioned span class navbar brand here, and this is corresponds to our this profile page. So that after apply this bootstrap class here navbar brand, and after using this navbar brand bootstrap class, you can see that our profile text is in italic form. And if you put on cursor, put on a point, means our mouse pointer here, it will available in a cursor format. So again I will go to here. You can see that our cursor is set to as pointer, and outline none, font weight 700, and font style is italic. Now if you'll click here on profile, you can see profile is in italic form, and if you put our cursor here, that it is in pointer format. And see here, if you click here, if you put our cursor on our about component button and contact button, and in the profile link, you can see here the output is as expected here. So if you click on profile, our home component with the footer component is available. If you click on about, so the about content and with this footer component is available. And if you click here, the contact component content and the footer component content is available here. And as per the CSS I have added in profile section, profile is available with the italic form, italic style, and the cursor is in pointer format, what I have mentioned here. Okay, now we'll check this Bootstrap responsive. We'll check here. So you can see here our application is fully responsive. If we'll go here and inspect element, now I'll go here this responsive, and we'll check here our whole home, every content, all the contents in a page is within a single view, that is on a responsive part. If you'll go here, I'll check here iPhone X, so you can see that this content is in a responsive. If you'll click here about and click here contact here, and the footer section is available, and click here the profile, and the profile with image and the footer content is available. And if you click and select that is more pixel 2, you can see there that for pixel 2 also this Angular application is fully responsive. And for iPad, you can see for iPad also this page is responsive, that is the profile, table, image, h1 tag, and with this footer section. And the last one I'll check here for I Surface Galaxy Fold. I'll check for that Galaxy S5. So you can see that Galaxy S5 also Angular application is fully responsive. So here I will click here about, the content is available. If you click here contact, the content is available, and here I will click here the profile, the home component content is available here with the image, and the footer section is available. So in this way we have made our Angular application is responsive using Bootstrap, and how to route the component using the about and contact, and how to add this pointer, cursor on mouse hover, and I have added some styles to our navbar.component.css file. So it has implemented successfully, and the result is as expected. Okay, now it is our fully developed Angular application. It is a kind of real-time application, how to add your own profile with some about, contact, and profile page, and add this image with this footer section. So that's all about how to add this component and how to routing this use these components for routing purpose. Now I'll go to my presentation here. So about and contact components, and what I'll do, I'll need some commands for that. For about ngGC pages /about, and for generate the contact ngGC pages /contact command is required. And what is app-routing.module.ts file? The in app-routing.module.ts we add code for routing the components using the components like home, about, and contact. And the app-routing.module.ts file contains all the routing informations. So what is the difference between a router link attribute and a router -outlet selector? So in Angular, router link is a directive for navigating to a different route declaratively. And second one is we shall add this router -outlet selector in app.component.html, which will manage all the routers declared in app-routing.module.ts file. This is my YouTube channel. Subscribe and share it to get the up-to-date knowledge on technology. So in this video what we have learned today, how to add and configure about and add components in Angular application, and work on NavGar for routing the components, manage the routers declared in app-routing.model.ts file. What is router link attribute and router-outlet selector? So before closing this session, I will give one very interesting information about this application. Sometimes your company need that each and every employee will need a application that is using Bootstrap and Angular. So this is the best example to implement in your real time. Add one profile in a default home, and here we can add one about and contact. So if you'll click here about, it will show that about the employee informations, and if you click here contact, it will show the contact of the employee email ID with its phone number. And there is one footer ID you need to mention, that is copyright, and you'll mention here that each and every employee name. And if you click here profile, it will show the in the home page, home component, it will show that employee name with its image, and this footer component is common to every page, that is profile, about and contact. And also it should be responsive, as I have shown you earlier, that if you select here for Moto G4, that the application is will be responsive. So if you select here for iPhone X, the Angular application should be responsive based on its device screen and resolution, that is. And if you select here for iPad, and as per the device screen, it will be adjusted and it should be responsive. And if you click here for iPhone SE, so you can see here for iPhone SE smartphone device screen, our Angular application is adjusted as per their device screen resolution. So if you click here about, contact and home, that it is available in responsive format. So I'll go to my presentation. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for listening and have a great day.